Okay, so we're gonna, the 3 rules. What's the first rule? You can't blurt out, good. Second rule is that you're not supposed to talk to each other, okay? And so we're going to practice that right now. We're going to practice not talking to each other, except we're going to do it the wrong way. So Ponce, as I'm talking right now, go ahead and just do it anytime. As I'm talking, you're going to be sitting there. Oh, look at, he started talking to his neighbor. So I say, Ponce, you're not supposed to be talking to your neighbor right now. That's against the rules. So I take a ticket from him, right? Okay.
Did you hear that?
Oh, look at it. See, he's doing it too. Okay, good. Give me a ticket. All right, so this is how not to do it. I'm going to give you guys your tickets back just because we were practicing. That didn't really count, right? And in fact, I'm going to give you another ticket for helping me to model this. Now, the third thing is that we're going to be put into pairs. We're going to be put into partners. And so you two guys are going to be partners. I'm going to have you two be partners. I'm going to have you two up there be partners, and you two guys right here be partners. And I'm going to do this thing where I say, class, and everybody's going to say, yes. Have you guys done this before?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. So ready, let's try it. Class?
Yes.
Okay, that means I want you to stop talking and give me your attention up here as soon as you say yes. So I'm share right now. This is called a pair share. I'm going to have you talk to your neighbor tell them things that they do not already know about you. You can tell them what you like to do, where you go to school, and you're going to start telling them as much as you can about yourself, and I want you to take turns. Make sure that not one person's doing all the talking. Tell one thing, then the other part tells one thing, back and forth. Ready, go!
Mom, let's wash dishes.
Class?
Yes!
Awesome job. You guys all nailed it. I'm going to give everybody an extra ticket for doing a good pair share. I actually heard people talking about what they like to do. And as soon as I said class, you stopped talking and nobody's blurting anything out. So everybody gets an extra raffle ticket. Hey, he's got manners. He said thank you. Oh, you have to give me a ticket? You have to raise your hand without making any noise, okay? Raise your hand silently. There we go. Sorry. Okay. Keep doing a good job here. You guys will do it. Today's lesson is called Sheep versus Goats. What's it called?
Sheep versus goats.
Sheep versus goats, okay? And the main thing that I want you to learn today, you can put your hands down, I'm not calling anybody right now. The main thing I want you to learn today is we love Jesus by loving others. Everybody say that, ready, go. We love Jesus by loving others. Say it again, ready? We love Jesus by loving others. Excellent. Now, I'm going to give you guys the paper I know you guys are used to getting right here. And when you get it, I want you to just take a quick look over what's on this paper. And while I'm passing these out, you are allowed to talk to each other without losing a ticket. All right, now what I'd like everybody to do is take your paper and fold it inside out. And I want you to be looking at this page right here only. Hold it so you're just looking at this page. And who here is not shy that would like to come up and act out something with me to get us started? Hector, come on up here, Hector. Oh my goodness, this number 2 is so hard, man. I've been working on this one for an hour. Did you understand number 2?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, man.
It's kind of difficult in the first part.
Yeah?
But when you get it, you get it.
Well, what am I going to do? I just don't get it.
So the teacher.
Hector? Okay, who can tell me what was going on right there? Samuel.
You were like having a little bit of fear, and the students trying to help you to get rid of your fears.
Okay, thank you. Somebody else tell me what was going on. Jonathan.
You were having trouble with a math problem.
To get money for my kids. Can you help me? I'll watch your kids for you. Okay, thank you.
All right, let's give him a hand. Somebody raise your hand and tell us what was going on in that little sketch there. Ponce.
Anthony was having problems with his wife, and he was helping him.
Taylor, yeah?
Yeah, Taylor was helping him out and, like watching his kids for him.
Okay, good. Cameron, thank you.
Well,
And I'm going to be doing this thing where I leave out some words as I read it. All right, so I want to see if you guys can read as fast as me. Take your paper in front of you, and I'm going to say a sentence, and I'm going to drop a word out, and right when I drop that word out, I want you guys to all say it. So it's going to go like this. Ready? Look at your paper, the red letters at the top. Are you a sheep or a goat? Look at, you guys did it. Excellent. You're allowed to shout out right here because I'm telling you to, okay? Matthew 25, verses 31 to
44.
Excellent. Keep reading along with me now. Get ready because I'm going to ask you some questions and you might be able to earn some tickets here, okay? When the Son of Man comes in His
Glory.
and all the angels with Him, separate the sheep from the goats. With your partner, as soon as I say go, I want you to turn and talk to them and retell what just happened in that first paragraph without looking at your paper, hopefully. Retell your neighbor what just happened. Make sure you're taking turns. Ready, go.
Jesus was trying to separate two. Good.
Class?
Yes.
Class?
Yes.
Excellent job. Let's keep reading verse 34. Stay with me now. Then the king will say to those on his
Right.
Come, you who are where? Prison. And you came to?
Visit me.
Okay, now without looking at your paper, with your neighbor, take turns naming as many of those things that Jesus said, I was this, but you did this. I was this, you did this. Name as many as you can. Ready, go.
Then he was hungry.
Class.
Yes.
Okay, let's go. Give me one, Stephen. Anyone on that passage? What was he? And then they gave him something, okay?
He
They did.
was clothed, and he clothed him.
Okay, good. Thank you. This next one, when I call in somebody, I want you to get ready to listen. If you like their answer, if you think they're right, I want you to put your thumb up in the air. If you think that they are naming one that Stephen already said or Ponce already said, I want you to put your thumb down. Or if they forget, if they said a wrong answer, like I was tall and you made me short, or something like that, then I want you to go thumbs down. That's not the right answer, okay? Hector, what is another answer?
He was in prison and then he went to go visit him.
Thumbs? Oh, yes, you got it. Okay. See you.
Hungry.
And feed you. Or what? Good. And give you something to?
40.
So where is it? Verse? 40. Good. Point to your paper where we are right now. Look at your neighbor and see if they're pointing to the same spot you are.
37. Actually,
Okay.
140.
What verse are we on?
40.
40. Here we go. Ready? Verse 40. The king will let the righteous to eternal
Life.
Okay, what I'd like you to do right now is see if you can, without looking at your paper, retell the whole story that Jesus just told to His disciples. Ready? Go! Tell your neighbors. On the other side of the paper, there is some questions with blanks. I want you to fill in as many of these blanks. Listen, look at me, listen. I want you to fill in many blanks as you possibly can, all by yourself. Do not talk to anybody. If you talk at all, I'm going to take one of your raffle tickets. You cannot talk. I want you to fill them in. Do not look at your neighbor's paper. Because every time you look at their paper, your brain stops thinking of the answers for yourself. And don't flip the paper over and look at this side. I want to see what you remember. We went over this story so well, you're probably going to remember quite a few blanks. Don't stress out. It's not a big test. It's not going to go on your report card. I just want you to learn as much as you possibly can by forcing your brain to remember this stuff. Now, no talking to anybody.
Thank you.
And if you fill in all the blanks, or as many as you can fill in, you can do the word search next, okay? So go ahead and fill in as many blanks as you can without looking at the other side. I like how you guys are not flipping your paper over. You're doing it all out of memory. That's awesome. I would like you to, now you're allowed to look at the other side and you're allowed to talk to anybody around you want to and go, oh, I got that one wrong. You can talk to each other right now. But look at the other side. Ready, go.
Oh man, I missed that one.
With this one.
And you guys are going to all shout out the answers. You're going to be allowed to shout out on this. Ready? The what?
Son of Man.
Good. Comes in His glory with all the angels with Him, right? He will sit on His glorious
Throne.
Oh. Now, let's go over the objective one more time. Make sure you raise your hand if you have something to say. Oh, Cameron, I need to get a ticket. Sorry. Okay. That's okay. That's okay. Okay, here we go. Ready? Everybody say this. I'm going to erase it. See if you ever memorize. Hands down. We're almost out of time. Okay, everybody say this. Ready? Go. We love Jesus by loving others. Now say it. Ready? We love Jesus by loving others. Have a seat after you put your tickets in. You're welcome.
Green. I think.
Before we do the raffle, let's pray to close up this, our Bible study.
We are happy that we learned your word, Lord. Please, Lord, forgive our sins if we
Hector! Hector. Good job, Hector. Hey.